This is it. The judgment day is here. It's do or die. I don't want to hear any excuse. We're going to win this game. The mentality, the mindset needs to be, this is it. The last game. We have one shot and one shot only to qualify for the Champions League next season. I know I got a lot of heat on social media, people telling me, but we still have a chance if Manchester City, if Newcastle, if Aston Villa, if. I don't want to depend on other teams. I don't want to be a if team. We've been helped a lot this season. Many teams did us a favor, and now it's in our hand. I know, somehow another miracle can happen if Chelsea don't win and they qualify for the Champions League, but I don't want to think about that. The mindset need to be, we have one shot only. We have to win it.
It's a Chelsea thing.
So my spirit is gonna be win or nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ogs, your own brother. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. This is my head-to-head video, head-to-head analysis between Nottingham Forest and Chelsea Football Club. This is the last game of the season, and the season continues for Chelsea, but I'm talking about the Premier League because we still have the World Cup to go and many other things, and we still in the final of the Conference League, and we have time to talk about all that. But in this video, it's gonna be about the last game of the Premier League that we have to win, and we don't have to count on other teams to do us a favor. Let me remind you the table. Liverpool and Arsenal are first and second. You can't move them from there. But from the number 3 to number 7, everybody can still qualify for the Champions League. We have to fight. You can see the point difference here is like 1 point, 2 point, or basically the goal difference. So it's going to be epic. The good news is it's in our hand, and if we go with the right mentality and not think, oh, we can still have a chance if City or Aston Villa or Newcastle do us a favor. No, the spirit need to be all or nothing, win or nothing. So you can tell here there is no even need to remind you all this. Chelsea are 5th, Aston Villa are 6th. You can tell the same amount of point. The same amount of point also with Newcastle United. Lord have mercy. This one is going to be epic. So be there because we're gonna be also live for Championship Sunday. That's what it's called. The last day of the Premier League is the Championship Sunday. All the games will be played the same exact time. For the Chelsea game, I think it's not going to be on Peacock if you are in the US. It's going to be on Universal and also USA Network. Let's get to the details of this game, and 11 o'clock a.m. is the time that the game is gonna kick off in the USA. All 10 games the same time, just to avoid all kind of corruption or whatever. So head-to-head comparison or analysis in the recent meetings with them, Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. Let's start by the bottom one. January 2023, Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 1. That was away at their stadium. May 2023, Chelsea 2, Nottingham Forest 2. It was at Stamford Bridge. September 2023, at Stamford Bridge. Nottingham Forest 1, Chelsea 0. I think Anthony Elanga scored that goal against Chelsea, and it was Mauricio Pochettino in charge. And then we went away and got our revenge at City Ground, which is Nottingham Forest Stadium, of course. Chelsea 3, Nottingham Forest 2. So Pochettino got his revenge. And for this season, the first leg, it was at Stamford Bridge, October 2024. Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 1. I think Anthony Elanga again, and also Noni Madueke scored for Chelsea Football Club. We're going to come back to that game if we still have time. Now, let's go to form guide between the two teams in the last 5 games. For Nottingham Forest, they won 2 games in the last 5. They drew 2 games and they lost 1 game. For Chelsea, they won 4 games. They only lost 1 game away against Newcastle United. Not that bad. Not that bad. For the season so far, let me remind you the positions. Chelsea are 5th. Newcastle are 7th. Match won, Chelsea 19th. Nottingham Forest also 19th. And for games drawn, Chelsea 9, Nottingham Forest 8. For games lost, Chelsea 9, Nottingham Forest 10. So you can tell that there is not a big difference between them and us this season. Let's get to players' statistics between the two teams. In terms of goals, Chris Wood 20 goals, Cole Palmer 15, Nicholas Jackson 10. Palmer and Jackson stopped their clock since December 2024. I know they scored, 1 more goal in 2025, but it's been so poor. Otherwise, Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson probably were going to have like 20 goals or something like that. We just stopped playing football. In terms of assists, Anthony Elanga 11, Morgan Gibbs-White 8, Cole Palmer 8. In terms of tackles, Moises Caicedo 110, Elliot Anderson 91 tackles, Nico Williams 87 tackles. Not the Nico Williams from Spain. This is another Nico Williams, and if the spelling is different in their first names. Okay, my friend, so now you have an idea what kind of a team we will be playing against. Murielo, who is one of their best players this season, is not going to be there. Taiwo also is not going to be there. He's coming from a surgery and some complications, but he's fine now. But I think he's going to be back only next season. Chelsea against Nottingham Forest 1-1 at Stamford Bridge in the first leg. Let me refresh your memory what happened. So they scored a goal. They started by scoring a goal by Chris Wood, 49th minute, 1-0. And Noni Madueke in the 57th minute scored, and Cole Palmer had an assist. Man of the match that day was Cole Palmer. And last year, this season, the first part of the season, he was unplayable. He was so good. Let's check on the lineup from that day. We had Robert Sanchez, Cucurella, Levi, Gusto, Fofana, Enzo Fernandez, Noni Madueke, Sancho, Palmer, Caicedo, and Nicholas Jackson. Jackson is not going to be there because he's suspended for 3 games, so he's gonna serve the suspension until next season. The first game of the season, he's not gonna play. And we made some subs, even though many of the subs were like the last minute or 90 minutes plus 3, useless. Tosin Adarabiayo, Mudrik, Neto, Joao Felix, and Christopher Nkunku came from the bench. Let's check on some statistics. Chelsea 66.1% possession. Nottingham Forest 33. Shot on target 8 for Chelsea, 9 for Nottingham Forest. Shot altogether 22 for Chelsea, 16 for Nottingham Forest. So just to give you an idea, my friend, and this is what head-to-head videos are all about, just to refresh your memory and to tell you, be careful because this team could be dangerous. All right, so I made my preview video on the Green Turf YouTube channel. I think Chelsea will win this game. It's going to be 2-1 to Chelsea. Cole Palmer to score 2 goals. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to punish us by scoring 1 goal against us. Of course, he is a Chelsea boy through and through. But it's going to be a very, very nervy ending. You know? It's going to be like we are checking the clock all the time. Please, ref. And Anthony Taylor is going to be the referee. It doesn't mean anything. Let's not give him the chance to make bad decisions against us. It doesn't help that we have Anthony Taylor because he always loves to punish Chelsea. But we can't blame everything on the referee. We have to get the job done and not give him a chance to punish Chelsea Football Club. Get in the comment section down below. Let us know what you think about the game, your score predictions, and all the good stuff. God bless.